Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're good. So I recently bought an Oculus Quest. Now this is my first ever full VR headset and I bought it because, well, you know, we're all stuck at home, not much to do, and I've been wanting to get one for a long time. I'd wanted to get a full VR headset for a while, but I didn't like the idea of all the wires and stuff, so when the Quest came out I thought great, perfect, but I just put it off for a long time. And then for a long time it was out of stock, but finally I managed to get one and I've been playing with it for a while now, and I just wanted to give you like my first impressions of what it was like to first use the Oculus Quest. Now I have used VR headsets before, but not very often. I've used my friend's PSVR once, although I was a bit drunk when I was doing it, so that's probably not the best way to use VR. And I own an Oculus Go, so that is the more basic VR headset from Oculus, and I basically got this to watch videos on YouTube, you know, 360 videos and stuff. This is pretty good for that, but for a full VR experience, I wanted, you know, the proper 6 degrees of freedom VR headset, so I got the Quest. Now, my first impressions. Basically, guys, there are a few times in your life, if you like gadgets and you like technology, where something just really, like, you'll remember it. You'll be that moment where you're just like, oh my God, this is awesome. I had it with the iPad. I remember when the iPad first came out and I used it and I was just like, wow, this is amazing. I found the Oculus Quest to be another one of that, where I put it on and I was just like, wow, like this is amazing. Like, used it for a little while and I just couldn't believe that this is possible now. So when you turn the VR headset on for the first time, it goes through some basic setup options. You do all that and you go to the home screen. Then you'll see there's like a demo game, which basically introduces you to the controls and shows you what it can do.
It's time to learn about your Oculus Touch controllers. Now, try pressing all of the glowing buttons with your thumbs. Try moving the thumbsticks around. Object. Squeeze and hold the grip button with your middle finger. Release the grip button to drop it. Your virtual hands can do just about anything. Go ahead, play with some of these items.
Even this startup game was really amazing for me. Now it obviously is a bit basic, but if you've never done VR, if you've never properly used a VR headset, then this will really blow your mind. It really will. The fun in this isn't in the quality of the screen or how smooth it is or how sharp it is. It's just how you can interact with the environment, and I find that so amazing. What really blew my mind is the setting that allows you to just use your hands for tracking instead of the controller. This is an option that's kind of in beta mode, like it's not available for many games or many experiences, but you can turn it on and instead of using the controller, it will just track your hands. So you can literally move your hands like this into different, you know, in whatever way you want, and the camera will track your hand movements completely, and for my part pretty accurately. That is going to be something that I think really takes VR to the next level. If it can just track your hands and you can do that, that would be amazing. So going on to the actual experiences, basically the Oculus Quest is a games console. I mean, it's pretty much designed to play VR games, and it gives you a few demos when you start up. You don't have to buy them, but you get a few practice goes with the most popular games. For example, Beatsaber and Superhot and the pirate space thing where it's basically a shooting game. Anyway, you get like 3 or 4 demos, and trust me, by the time you've tried them all, you will want to buy at least 1 or 2 of them. Beatsaber is as fun and as addictive as everyone says it is. Really is. I love it. It's super addictive. I've been playing it basically every day now, and I bought it straight away as soon as I tried the first level. Shown a few of my friends and they all love it as well. Even if you're not that good at it, even if you're not good, it's still really fun. Superhot is really fun as well. I didn't actually end up buying Superhot. I just didn't like. It's fun and I liked it and I like the idea, but it's not something that I could see myself doing for like ages and ages, even if the levels get harder. I mean, yeah, it's a really cool game, don't get me wrong, but not for me. I did go ahead and download a Star Wars game, the Star Wars Vader Experience game, which is probably one of the coolest games I've ever played. It literally is kind of like a childhood fantasy of mine, where you can literally be in the Star Wars universe. It's as close as you can get to actually being in a Star Wars universe and actually wielding a lightsaber, and you can turn it on and it does the noise and the vroom, vroom, vroom. Anyway, it's just so realistic to me. It's just so out of this world and I loved it. is quite a short experience. There are 3 of them. Each one are $7.99, but completely worth the money as far as I'm concerned. It was so amazing. It's like a campaign. You'd go through this mission, this story with Darth Vader. But anyway, I love it. It was definitely completely sold me that the VR headset is absolutely worth the money just for that game. Obviously, there are so many other games available which I've tried out. There's almost like a Quest version of Wii Sports, where these different sports games where you can interact with the environments. There's like a tennis, baseball, bowling, literally like a almost carbon copy of Wii Sport. That would be fun for like parties, I guess, or playing with someone else. Now, the social aspect of VR, I have tried a little bit, but not really got into. I guess that would be a really good reason to buy a VR headset now, as we're kind of not able to socialize normally. Like, I've still not gotten used to speaking to people through a VR headset. It's kind of weird. So I need to kind of get used to that. I think that's not something that I really bought the headset for the social, for like speaking in these weird rooms and doing things with random people. Like, that's not really for me. That is another thing that I'm going to try out. I did recently download the Star Trek Bridge Crew game, which involves a lot of social interaction. Obviously, you've got to work together to win that game or to play it. I'm going to try that out, see if that works. I haven't actually played it yet. But yeah, that's just my first impressions of the Quest. And I don't think I'll ever not have a VR headset now. I think I'll always be upgrading. And yeah, so that is my first impressions of the Oculus Quest. I will go into some of the downsides for me. Sometimes it can be uncomfortable to wear for longer than, say, 40 minutes, 45 minutes. It does start to strain your neck. It starts to well, for me, it starts to strain my neck. It starts to... I'd not hurt my eyes, but you kind of get a bit like, you just kind of get a bit fuzzy. It does take a while to get it into the right position, otherwise it can be very blurry. You have to get it into like basically a perfect position. And some of the games can be quite expensive based on what I can see on the reviews for like how long they last. I don't think many VR games are going to be like 100 hours, even 60, 50, 40 hours. Most of them are quite short experiences and yet are priced quite high. But games like Beatsaber are around about $25, and I think that's perfectly worth it. You will be playing it a lot, trust me. So yeah, that's it. That's just a quick video about my first impressions of the Oculus Quest. If you can get one, and if you've been thinking about it and you think you might like it, then I think you probably will like it. And even if you don't, they are so in demand that you can buy it, try it out, and then sell it for basically the same price as you bought it. So I will be making more videos on the Quest. I'm going to be doing like a full review in about a week or so once I've tried as many experiences as I can. And yeah, then we'll see what the final verdict is. But so far, I am really liking it, and some of its faults, that it does have some faults, but so far they've not ruined the experience for me. Let's see if that continues. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think of the Quest. If you have one, let me know if there are any cool games or experiences that I should try, because I'm obviously looking for them. But until next time, I will see you around. Bye.